Hi my friends, welcome back to my channel. Last video I have explained about variable assignment and today I would like to continue with the variables part 3. I am going to explain about the scope of variables. In PHP there are the three types of scopes available for variables. First one is a local scope, second one is a global scope, third one is a static scope. We'll go one by one with the definitions and some sample examples. Local scope means a variable is declared within a function and that variable can only be available inside that function, and outside that function that local variable is not available. For example, here we have a $x equal to 10. Here $x is a local variable which is having a local scope. For example, if you try to access this x outside this function, it throws an exception. We can access this x within this function only. That is the local scope. And second one is a global scope. Global scope means a variable declared outside a function has a global scope and can only be accessed outside a function. Here important point is it is accessed outside a function. That means a global variable cannot be accessed inside a function directly, even though that is declared outside. In general, normally in programming language C or any other programming language, global variables are automatically accessible inside the function, but in PHP that is different. In PHP, global variables are not accessible inside the function automatically or default. By default they are not accessible. To access global variables inside a function, we have to use either global keyword or globals array. By using these two ways, we can access global variables inside a function. We'll see one by one with examples. First one is using global keyword. It is used to access a global variable inside a function, and in PHP global variables must be declared as global using global keyword inside a function to use those global variables. Here is the syntax global x. Here x is a global variable. To make this x available inside a function, we have to declare that x as a global inside a function. We'll see one high level example. Here you can observe, here x equal to 10. Here x is having global scope. To access this x inside this var function, we have to declare this x as global, because global variables are not visible or not accessible inside functions in PHP. Directly we can't access them. Using global keyword or globals array only we can access those global variables. And the other one is using globals array. This is the second approach to access the global variables inside a function using a PHP defined globals array. This is the syntax dollar globals of index. Here index represents the name of the variable, name of the global variable. We need to write this dollar globals of index inside a function. For example, $x equal to 10. Here x is a global variable which is having global scope. That means x is available anywhere in the program except inside a function. So to make this x available inside this function, we have to use dollar globals of x. Here x is a name of the global variable. So this returns the value of the x. Here dollar globals of 10 is nothing but value of x, that is 10. And the third scope is static scope. Static scope is only applicable inside a function. We'll see the definition in one example. A static variable exists only in a local function scope, and we need to use a static keyword to declare a static variable. What is the use of static means? A static variable, it doesn't lose its value when program execution leaves its scope. That means normally when a function is completed or executed, all of its variables are deleted, and those variables are not available after the completion of that function. But if you need any variable value is available after execution of that function also, then we can go with the static keyword. We'll see one example to get more clear idea. Here you have a function called var and static variable x. Always we have to remember that static variables must be declared or used inside the function, because that's why I wrote static keyword to the variable which is declared inside var function. Now I have statement x equal to x plus 1. If I call for var function first time, it prints, for suppose it holds the value of x equal to 0. Next time if I call this function, then it assigns x equal to 1. Third time if I call the var function, it holds x equal to 2, because previous value is still exists. That's why x again become x equal to x plus 1. X became 2 here. If I call again fourth time here, then x holds 3. That is nothing but x becomes 2 plus 1 3. This is the usage of static. For suppose if I don't have static here, if I remove static here, then every call x becomes 0 only. It doesn't increment or it doesn't hold the previous value. So that is the use of static. We'll see examples for each and every scope one by one. I am taking function here, local var. Here I have function called local var, and inside that I have a variable $x equal to 3, which is a local variable which is having a local scope. So x is not available outside this function. Here function started and here is the end of function. I am calling this function. When we call this function, function goes to here and it assigns x equal to 3 and it prints x value is 3 on the screen. Okay, we'll save this one and we'll try. I'm saving under my folder structure. With the local var.php, we'll execute this one. Here I wrote double. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, if you observe clearly, here it printing before function statement, which I wrote before local var function, and here I am calling local var function. That's why it's printing echo statement. Echo statement x value is 3. Now let's try to use x value here outside the function. Let's try to print here. We'll get an error because x is available within this function only. If you try to access outside that function, it throws exception. We'll see. Here you can observe undefined variable x in line number 19. So x is not available outside the function because x is having local scope. We can access x only within this function, within this open bracket and close bracket. That's why it's throwing error. This is all about local scope. Here this is the example for global scope. Here I am printing before function, and here I have a variable a which is declared before function, and this is having a global scope, means that can be accessible anywhere outside the function. Inside the function a is not available. If you try to access a directly inside the function, it will not print any value. So to make this a available inside a function means either we have to use a global keyword or global's array. So here I am using global keyword, global $a. That means using global keyword we can access the outside this a inside this function. So now I am assigning a equal to a plus 5, and here I am calling this function. So here a becomes 15, and again I am printing outside the function a value is $a. Here it prints 15 because we changed to global variable inside the function. We'll execute this one. See, if you observe the output, it printed before function, and it incremented a value by 5 after calling this statement. Again I wrote the print statement like echo statement. It printed the new value a. For suppose if I don't have this global keyword, and I'm trying to access this a inside this function, then it will not print any value. Let's see the output here. It shows error because a is not available, undefined variable in a. Here I am trying to print inside the function a is, you can see inside the function a is, it doesn't print any value here because we can't access global variable a inside this directly. I will clear the remaining statement to make it clear. Yeah, you can see inside the function it printed nothing because a is not available directly inside this use global function, but outside the function a is available because a is having global scope. To make this a is available, we have to declare global $a. Now it will print the value a inside the function is 10. Earlier it is printed nothing. I will write break statement to make it more visible. Yeah, you can observe the difference now. Now a is available. The a value 10 is printed even though we declared inside local function because we used global keyword. Similarly, to access this a, we have another way using dollar global of a. We can directly print this one. Here I have assigned globals of a with the globals of a plus 5. I incremented a value by 5 inside this use global function. Here a is nothing but representing this global variable. Generally it is not available inside this use global. Directly we can't access it. To access this variable inside this function is using global's keyword or global's array or global keyword. Now finally I am calling this function, I am printing. Here you can see the output. Here a value is 10. Here it is incremented, and outside this function I am printing the a value. It printed 15 on screen. Now we will see example on static. Here I have a function called test. In that I have a static variable a which is initially having 0, and here I am printing a value, and I'm incrementing a with a plus 1, a equal to a plus 1, that is nothing but a plus plus. Here I am calling first time. first time when I call this function, it prints a value 0. Second time it prints a value 1. Third time it prints a value 2. We'll see the output here. If you see here, output in it, first time when I call that function, a becomes 1. Second time it is 1. Third time previous value plus 1 means 1 plus 1 2. So previous value still exists. That's why we are using static. For suppose if I remove static here, every time a will be 0. Every time a will be 0. The previous value of a still not persist. The value still not be available. Once the function is called and it reaches here, a value is disappears. Again we are calling, again a starts here, and when we reach here, a value disappears. But if you use static here, it value still exists. That is the uses of static, or uses of static scope inside the function. That's all for today. These are all the different types of variable scopes available in PHP. We'll see few more concepts in coming lessons. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe to my channel and let me know if you have any problems with my audio or video, anything. I will try to update it again. Once again, thank you. Bye.